Welcome back to Black Belt Gamers. This is Spoofy here playing some more Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. We will be continuing with our adventure mode playthrough. So, I tried not to spoil it too much, but since it just popped up right now, the Awaken His Majesty, I don't know if I can do it again because I did it in my original adventure mode playthrough. But you're supposed to go around the hub world and find gold to awaken His Majesty. So I didn't look where anything is. I don't know where anything is. But well, it's right there. But this door already has 5 golden eggs in it. Looks like golden eggs. So whether or not we can find the golden eggs again, I have no idea, but there are 5 hub zones, so my assumption would be that there are 1 egg per hub zone, so maybe once we get the last hub zone open, the Cortex Castle, we will look around and see if any of the eggs are able to be found. Oops, did not want to go in there. I was just kind of taking a peek quick to see if anything popped up, but I really don't think we can do it again. But after we beat this next world, we'll take a look, see what we can find. Otherwise, I'll load into my original adventure mode playthrough and see if the door is open. But the next hub area has a couple of my favorite tracks in this whole game. At least on the PlayStation, he was probably my favorite boss fight too. At least in the Crash series, kind of a cool design. So, I believe we have to go. I think we played as this character last time too, so I should probably swap him out as well. Randomize. We already had Penta, but definitely seems like it keeps cycling through a few of the same characters for this random. Polar Pass. Oh, Blizzard Bloodbath. So this one definitely has a hard shortcut. It's a lot easier in this game than it is on the PlayStation. The PlayStation is very... I don't want to say like frame perfect, but it's very strict and timing dependent. And I remember when this game first came out, before they had updated some of the input timings and things like that, a lot of the shortcuts were just as difficult when this first came out. And after a few updates, they made a lot of the jumps a lot easier. Like Sewer Speedway, that shortcut used to be notoriously difficult, and now it's basically if you jump towards the top of your half pipe, you'll pretty much make it. Oh, I jumped way too early. So that's one of the shortcuts that was hard, and there's still one more at the end. We just passed it. So there's a jump right over those barriers. I don't know if I'm going to try for that one. These other ones are a little bit more straightforward. Yeah, we're gonna try for it. Yep. Nope, we messed it up. Yeah, you gotta jump way later than you think. And in order to beat the dev times, you have to like master all of the shortcuts and cut all your corners nearly as tight as you can. Like most of the dev times, I maybe beat by a second or a half second. You don't have a ton of wiggle room on most of them. Some of the longer tracks or more straightforward tracks, you can get a bigger lead, but some of those were rough. I remember just throwing 30, 40 attempts at some of them. But once it's done, it's done. They do have a ton of cool characters in this game. I do wish that it stuck around longer. Next random. Yeah, I feel like we keep getting the same characters again. Like, we haven't seen Crash or Fake Crash, or we had Baby Coco, no Cortex, no Tiny, no... Yeah. We got like 14 more races to try to see a few more characters, so we'll see who else we get, but I guess there's only so many that random can pick. I don't know if it's picked based off playtime, or if random truly is random, or if there's an algorithm or a table that it pulls from. Who knows? But I am glad that I started the game when it first came out, so that the Wumpa coin grind and all of that wasn't really an issue, because if you were playing when the original championships were going on, you had more than enough coins. So when they kind of pulled a fast one and said this game won't have any microtransactions, and then about a month in, now it's going to have a ton of microtransactions. That was such a dirty thing. If it wasn't such a long time out when they did that, I would have refunded the game, and I know many of other people that would have done the same. Oh, I gotta go just a little bit further. But it still counts as a shortcut. Minecart, don't hit me. Dang it. It's the only turbo pad on the whole course, so if you lose it, you gotta do a whole nother lap to get it again. That was better. Man, I'm sucking at getting that turbo pad. But I also don't remember my boost paths, because it used to be you would kind of memorize your pattern like Guitar Hero, basically. Oh. Getting annihilated. That was another update they did in this game. They had to make the warp attack faster. Oh boy, we were cutting that close. Dang it. Oh. But that shows how potent this shortcut really is. But early on, if you were on a course with Blue Fire, you could outrun the warp. Just like you in some Mario Kart games, you can outrun the blue shell. So that was always fun. I remember doing that many years ago playing this game. Because if they shot an upgraded one, every time the warp would pass, it would hit everybody all the way up to first place. So if you were in first place and you were fast enough and you had lapped everybody, the second time around, the warp would hit everybody again. So it became quite a problem. And they made it so that the warp goes really fast. So you can't outrun it no matter how fast you're going. Which is probably a wise decision, but at the same time it makes it so that when you do get a warp, it's basically like a lightning from Mario Kart now. Just wipes out everybody because it goes so fast. Blue fire tracks are the only ones where you'll notice that it takes a little while to get up to first place. But even then, it's... I don't think they should have made it hit everybody when it's powered up. It should have hit first place and should have slowed them down a little more than it does based off the distance you are from second place. So when you get hit in second place, if you're far enough ahead, it should add like a stopwatch effect to it. That's what I would have done. Because the way it is now, it hitting everybody basically means that it does nothing. The only person that catches up is the person that fired it. First place is at no risk whatsoever, because if they have such a far gap, it's less of an effect on them because everybody else gets hit and then they get hit by more stuff. And first place gets hit and the first turbo pad they find, they're gone again. But it's a skill-based racing game. If there's nobody caught up to you in first place, you basically win. There's nothing they can do. So, and this is a blue fire course, so we'll see if we can keep blue fire here. Stay on the track. There we go. See if we can keep it. Oh. Dang it. Such a hard spot with those seals. See how long we can outrun it. Yep, not very long. The only way I can dodge that is with a shield. And that's another thing that can happen on this track. You can go over the blue fire. So that's why on the first couple laps I was going part way up the ramp and jumping so that I could try to drift over the turbo pad. But if you go up too fast, you will go past it. Dang, that coffee's hot still. I made that like a half hour ago. I think then it's either the next track or the one after that is my favorite track in the game.
Congratulations. You win a trophy.
Alright, what's next? Random select. Yeah, see, why did it skip, Oh, wait. We still got 2 more hub worlds then. Or do we not actually race on Hot Air Skyway until... Right? Never mind. That's right. We don't race my favorite track in this one. Baby Entropy. See, we've already had him too, so I'm gonna do one more. Give us some characters we haven't seen yet. Well, there we go. And I like that the random actually does a good job of making like cars and a mix match that kind of makes sense. Like somebody would actually put this together as their preferred setup. But Ripperoo is my favorite character to play as. So when this game first came out, I was using Ripperoo and some of the other characters that are turning, which is arguably the worst kart to pick in this game. And I was still winning back before all of the skill ceiling got pushed through the roof. But once that changed, basically if you're not playing a speed character and you're not using the reverse brake turning, you're not going to win online. You might be able to get second or third place, but yeah, unless you're using it, you're not going to win. At least this track's kind of easy. We're just gotta make a couple of sharp turns. Stay out of the mud as much as you can. You want to try to get up to 10 Wumpa Fruit. That box is easy to get. Press brake too much there. You got to be off the ground before you let go of the accelerator and press brake to do your brake turning, so it does take a little bit of effort to kind of get good at it. My muscle memory for it's still okay. But not what I used to be. Get a shield, although it probably doesn't matter. They're probably not going to fire anything at me anymore. I'm also so far ahead that it probably doesn't matter. Get under a sub-minute for this lap. Yeah. Not too bad, but you can definitely race this track in under 3 minutes. I don't know if the shortcuts that they found for the PS1 game work on this one, though. I don't know if you're getting up over that wall. Because they definitely did patch quite a few of those super shortcuts that people found. But those were the tracks because they were longer. Use those to farm Wumpa. Play online with a group of people. Get a group of 4 so that everybody can get 500 Wumpa fruit per race. Good old days. I wonder if that Discord's still active. So we did a ton of swapping around codes and stuff for all the regional exclusive stuff because Europe had some certain things and like getting the Xfinity cart. Hey. Oh. I was wondering why that chicken was there.
Now you'll see why I'm the most feared driver on this circuit. I'll earn the right to this oxide by crushing you into brake dust. Let's race.
Essentially, if you can take that shortcut effectively, you'll basically win this race against him. He's not too bad. But most of the boss fights in this seem relatively dumbed down compared to what they were on the old PS1. But after we get through all of the relics and CTR tokens on here, we have one more hub world, and then we have all of the championship races, and then we have the 2 races against Oxide. I think there's 2. Maybe there's only 1. I think there's a race against him, then you do all the cup races, and then you race him again. I think that's how it goes. Oh, there's a minecart behind me. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that really sucks. Hey, we gotta start over now. Yeah, you can make that turn up, but man, you gotta be ready for when that stops. I mean, I probably could have caught up to him with a perfect shortcut there. Oh, gotta watch out for that. Oh, did that missile not hit him? Oh my gosh. Alright. That missile should have hit him, I feel like. See if we can keep this turbo. Ah. Probably could have beat him the first time, but...
You're not so slow after all. Surprised me you did. Here's a key for the win. Still, I think you're not fast enough to outrace Oxide. We're going to lose our planet, and it'll be all your fault.
Okay, so now we got Crystal Challenge, relics, and tokens available to us. And the last hub world if we want to head over there. Next! Somebody new! Somebody new! Who do we got? Who do we got? Yeah, that's somebody new. But yeah, see what I mean about the color blending? Like, that all looks pretty good. Little obsession with Coco, but hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta have your vices, I guess. Well, if you're enjoying the playthrough so far, my most continuous, reliable subscribing visitor has been the subscribe button. So if you'd like to hang out with him, give him a click, like the video, leave me some comments if you're enjoying this playthrough. And I know on the I'd like to play some Spyro and some Crash Bandicoot. Probably just Spyro 1 and Crash Warped. But after that, I do have a large retro game collection. A lot of Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega. If I can figure out how to hook up my 64 to my capture card, I could play some of that. So if there's games you'd like to see, please let me know. Oh, I can't be missing like that.
That's lucky shot.
Maybe this one's a little bit easier. So we got one here and then three in the middle. I see 1, 2, and 3, so I think we got it. 1, 2. Oh yeah. Nice. That one was a little bit easier than the other ones. I probably didn't need to preemptively reset initially, but yeah, I want to keep these videos going as long as even just one person is getting some enjoyment out of it. I'm having fun revisiting all these old games. I have a backlog, you know, several hundred games deep that I need to play through. So if you want content for a while, I can keep it coming. But primarily, most of these playthroughs go out to my childhood best friend. He goes by the handle of Awful Falafel. We've been friends since like 2nd grade. he introduced me to a ton of games. I introduced him to a ton of games. A lot of my best gaming experiences are playing things with him. So, I mean, we've basically got, between the two of us, probably 50 years of gaming experience and vast variety of genres. Racing, shoot 'em ups, shooters, RPGs, Souls-likes. Like, I'd be hard-pressed to tell you a type of game that neither of us has played. So, I think we already played with this guy too, but still, like I said, look at that. That's pretty good color coordination for a randomize. So, I gotta give him some credit for however they have that algorithm set up to pick your randoms. Gotta give him a little bit. But some of these now I don't remember where the letters are. But I think once we wrap up the Spyro and Crash down the line, I think since Super Nintendo's probably my most prominent childhood console, probably gonna direct a bit of my attention there. I also want to play quite a few of the Sega games that I have, because I never had one growing up, but I mean, I got to play the basic ones, the generic ones that just about everybody had, your NBA Jam, your Road Rash, your Sonics. Like, I played that stuff. But I have games like Beyond Oasis, never played, you know, so I want to play stuff like that. I think there's a letter out here. Dang it. And then there's a letter over the shortcut here. Oh, there it is up there. Dang it. Ah! I knew I should have turned a little bit sharper. To stay on top of that turbo pad. Reindeer Crash is catching up to me. Oh, I jumped over it. Means we got to get it on the last lap. So, but yeah, that's the other thing with once they ramped up the trick jump. You can end up jumping over stuff like that. Thought I was inside of them. Okay, we got it. Good.
Surrender to the Komodo brothers.
Wasn't quite sure, but pulled it off. I'm surprised I mean, yeah, I didn't get all the muscle memory back for like my turbo routes and everything, but came back pretty quick for doing the reverse turning. Considering it's been probably, what, 5 years since this game was prominent. But still an excellent game. If it's cheap enough, if you got the platform to play it on, I highly recommend it. There's a lot of stuff if you want to unlock everything. A lot of content. Adventure mode's good, especially if you want to beat all of the developer time trials. That's kind of a big time sink. So that's going to be your main entry point if you want to get the most out of this game. Alright, new character. We already had Baby Coco. I'm going to stop picking the duplicates now. We already had him. Somebody new. There we go, Cortex. We haven't had Cortex yet. Whew, it's toasty in here. Got the window cracked. Oh, I'm just glad that I have the opportunity to record these again. Maybe I'll play some shoot 'em ups too. It's another genre that I really enjoy, but I don't sit around and play them enough. Ah. Man, I'm sucking. But this is one of the tracks that if you get Blue Fire and you keep it, the platinum is almost guaranteed. Oh, drop me off on the other side? No. But yeah, look at that. Still got the gold by more than 20 seconds. So the platinum time for this one I think is like 150. Maybe not even. 202s, yeah, that's still pretty close to it, even with a terrible race like that. Because I definitely don't think they accommodated for the Blue Fire courses when they did the relic times. Maybe they did a little bit, but I don't think they quite did that much. But we're only shooting for golds. Don't really need anything more than that.
Ray, you've earned a relic.
Somebody new! The gnome? No, that's not new. That's, what's his face? Yeah, we've already had him. So that's like the 4th time he's popped up. I still haven't seen Crash yet. Oh, there's one of the secret ones. A checkpoint crate. Can also have him be a Nitro crate or a TNT crate. Such a weird, a weird thing to play as. Why they added it to the game, I don't know, but it was quite hilarious when they did. I remember that much. Well, we got summer rolling around soon, so if you need something else to let me know in the comments. What's your what's on your summer agenda? So I know I'll still be training plenty of jiu-jitsu, but this upcoming weekend I'm gonna try to get out golfing with some of my gym buddies. Been picking that up again since last year, which has been really nice. Let's see if I can remember where the letters are here. There's one. The other letters. Only seen the one. There's one. So I mean the R is right here. Next lap. Gotta get that one. Ah! That one's gonna be rough. Might have to get myself a little bit of a lead. Not gonna get a lead doing that. Yep, that's what I mean. You can jump just a little bit too high sometimes. It's like they expect you to jump to get these letters without having excess amounts of speed. So, okay, there's that one. got a big enough lead. I should be able to take my time getting the R here. There we go. Nice. Good job, checkpoint crate. Now we got to do the relic race, and this is one of the few tracks that really has no BS to it. You just got to race it. Nothing else you can do with it. You got to race it and hope you hit enough crates. But I think it's like 330 for the silver or the regular relic, so it's probably like 250 or 240 for the gold relic. We'll see if my guesses on what the time should be is accurate. Because I know I did all the platinums on my first playthrough, but you don't need them to get 101%. Just golds. Gold's all you need. The best thing you can do for this track is just stay out of the mud and race as fast as you can. And not lose your turbo like I've been doing. Stop losing my turbo so much. Oh, well. That's alright. We still got more than enough time to get the gold, I think. Or we'll get the platinum by more than 20 seconds. Yeah. So some of them are just a little bit too easy. Like a normal race on this is like 310. And I didn't even do a good job of keeping the turbo on that one. That was real sloppy. So we got what, two tracks left? Look at that celebration. Oh, riveting. Absolutely riveting. Hey, there's another new one. Baby T. Let's see if I can remember where the letters are on this one. First turn, first big turn, I think there's one on the far outside. Pretty sure you got to take the shortcut or either drop down in the spiral to get another one of the letters, and then the last one is like tucked away right before the finish line. Kind of got to hug the off-road, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, you gotta jump off the thing here. Oh, the R is right there. No, and that was mine. I remember the relic race on this one when I was trying to get the platinums was actually kind of difficult. If we're just going for gold, I don't think it'll be too bad. As long as we can take the shortcut pretty reliably, should be fine. It's like a Yoshi, but not. Somebody new. Nasty Nork, maybe? We've already had Crunch. There, that's a new one. Is that Megumi, I think? No, that's Liz. Ah. Really can't afford to be doing stuff like that, but... No. Oh, that might have cost us.
Wrong way.
Got 3 left. I think I missed one somewhere. Where's the last one? Maybe it's enough? Alright, well, still got the gold. More than enough. We actually got all the boxes on that one. One of the few where I didn't quite get better than the CPU times, but you don't need it to get the platinum. But some of the times that they have on the leaderboard are a bit much, but I'm glad we were able to get that one pretty quick, even with some mistakes. We got 1 track left, and we unlock the last hub world.
Great. You've earned a relic.
Somebody new, maybe Spyro or Crash. Or one of the other secret characters. Hey, a Coco. We'll take Coco. Haven't had her yet. So there should be a letter in the big shortcut. Should be a letter right at the start in that shortcut. And then I think outside of the very last U-turn there's one. Or maybe there's one by the boulders. Off that kind of cliff drop. But we'll see. We'll see where they are. We'll find them. They never hid them too hard. Not quite like the silver coins in Diddy Kong Racing. There's a couple of tracks where they were just diabolical with where they hid them. It showed you some cool shortcuts, but yeah, if you weren't perceptive and didn't find them, there's a couple of tracks that you would almost assume they didn't exist. But yeah, if you watch these, they usually give you teasers of where some of the letters are. Like, there's the R, so don't take the shortcut to get one. But that's the only one it teased. Yeah. Right there, figured. There we go. Made one. Not very well, but we made one. At least I got to show off that shortcut once. I'm pretty sure for the relic that they have boxes over those, but to do them perfectly, you have to like hop up into the snow at just the right distance so that you can trick jump up over the railing or the guardrail. Otherwise, you end up doing them the way I did, where you just barely clear them, and then it's almost like you didn't even take a shortcut. And the weirdest thing is, the one that's lesser of the shortcut, the second one, is harder to jump than the first one. So, I don't know why it's like that, just however the textures lined up, or the slopes, at least in this one. In the original one, they're both about the same, but if you get the speed right, the first one's easier in this one. Alright, last race for this episode. Purah. Ooh, I feel like we've had him before, but you know what? It's been a while, and it's Musketeer Purah, so let's go with that. Basically, for this one, I'm going to try to get as many boxes as I can, but I'm going to just primarily take the main two shortcuts. If the third one feels right, I'll take it, but definitely not necessary, as there's quite a few boxes around that last U-turn. So, yeah, that main shortcut's got a ton. There's a ton up there. that was close. Ah! I tried for it. Yeah, that'll stop the timer long enough. We had to be really close to the platinum if the gold was only 108. Yeah. As long as you can race halfway decent, most of the relics really aren't that bad. So, but after we get back in, we'll wrap up the video. But I'm going to take a quick peek since now we have unlocked the last area of the hub world. We're going to see if we can't find any of the golden eggs. If I can't find one, then I'm going to assume we cannot open the door again. But I'd be curious to see if we can do it again. Yeah, all those victory animations are so cool. They did a very good job with all the work they put into the game. Alright, so who's going to start off our next video? Hey, there you go. That's a new one. Oh, and it's the creepy face car. Oof. Okay, so we can peek around here, see if we can't find an egg. I don't think they're in any of these transition paths. I don't see anything here yet. We'll take a loop back around here. Don't see it anywhere up there. Yeah. Okay, can't. So they wouldn't hide them by those warp rooms because you can't really get very far into them. Get out of this as quick as we can. The loading times are kind of unfortunate on the Switch. I don't know if they're much better on the PS4 or PS5. But there is a ton of content in the game. The only thing that I wish is that you could change the default starting camera to the farther away one. So I'm sure playing with the closer up one is fine, but I like the distance one. You can see a little bit more, and if a missile is trailing you, you can see it pop on screen just ever so slightly before you drop something to take care of it. Or block it. Otherwise, sometimes it just doesn't seem like you get enough reaction time when you're at the up-close camera. So, but I don't think any of the eggs are going to be here, unfortunately. So I'm looking, scouring, checking everywhere I could possibly think of for where they would be. Because there isn't really anywhere like off the track that you can get to. So if the eggs aren't here, then I don't know where they're going to be. Or if you can even get them. So scour. So I don't remember them being too terribly difficult to find. We'll just make a lap. We'll see what we can find. If they don't, if we can't find them a second time, then that's unfortunate. But so I feel like the one that was in here, if memory serves, was off of one of these, like a jump. Unless it's not in here because the door is here. Oh, hey, we got a...
You must first collect the required number of relics to...
Well, we got one of them open. Turbo Track or Slide Coliseum. But, yeah, I'm not seeing any golden eggs yet. So we got, what's this? Oh yeah, this is all the, yeah, once we get all the CTR tokens, then we can do these cup races.
If you collect 4 CTR tokens of this color, you can...
Yeah. Is it gonna keep playing it? No? Okay, good. Yeah, I don't think the eggs are gonna be a thing. That's unfortunate. I would have liked to show that off again. But still got a couple more places we can go check. See what happens. Yeah, not seeing any of the eggs, unfortunately. So, I don't think we can do it again. But yeah, this place has my favorite track. This one right here. That is my favorite. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no eggs, so that's unfortunate. Can't show that off. That's another fun track. Most of the tracks in this game are all really good. Engine Labs. Well, we'll go save our game and then we'll wrap it up before we start the next video. It'll be a couple more days probably. But we're more than halfway done. That's pretty awesome. So we'll save it there. And then just because I'm curious, I'm going to load this one. And we're going to go see if that door is open. But on that note, I'm going to sign off. You guys, thanks for tuning in. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay resilient, and we will catch you in the next video. Adios.